Once I put this headset on, babe, you gotta go.
Babe, the headset's on. Babe, get out. Babe, I gotta work. Babe.
As soon as
Please.
I put this on, I'm on the clock. I'm doing work.
I'm making money, babe. I'm making videos. Exit corners, heard of it? Clearly not. We made it, though.
I know you're rambunctious, but I'm working. I'm employed. I'm self-employed.
I know you're
The
big and
funny part is the
rambunctious.
big.
Hey, big could mean anything. Maybe they're famous. Maybe they're fat.
Or maybe they're over age.
What?
Or overly legal age.
So you call them big?
Really tall.
Why wouldn't you just call them old?
Because the legal age is 18.
Yeah, but why would you call... Alright, yeah, I'm 19, dude. I'm pretty big. Yeah.
Well, for little kids, yeah, big kids and little kids.
Flippin' size. That's size.
I don't know. I still refer to my little brother as little brothers, even though like they're both shorter than me. But my older brother still refers to me as his little brother because even though I am bigger than him.
There's a girl in college I call kid, even though she's the same age as me.
That might have freaked her out.
Alright, the point is, all my babes are out of the room. I'm ready to voice Sent. I'm ready to voice Liza. I'm ready
You don't
You
voice
don't voice that.
Did I say Sent? Who's the other guy?
The main character.
I'm here to voice Ink. I'm here to voice Liza. I'm ready to go.
You actually disgust me. Alright. Can I
I'm
get a
just
roll
wondering
call?
if Ray is... Yep.
Alex.
I'm here. Henry's
Wondering
here.
if Ray is actually in this chapter.
You got,
Sure,
look, it's
right.
called epilogue. Isn't that, like,
Epic,
wacky?
epic log, you know?
I
So
love logs. Am I right?
Epic log.
Loge. Guys, it's Epiloge.
Epic vlog.
That's Loge.
Are we done?
I'm interested.
Are we,
What? What do you mean done?
are we done, you know, riffing on the word epilogue?
I'm interested. This epilogue is different than my epilogue.
I'm gonna go.
Yes, just go.
Just
Chapter
go.
29. Epilogue. More like epipog, am I right?
No, epic vlog, more like.
Chapter 29
Wait, so this
epilogue.
one came out today.
Yes.
Yes.
This is our most timely one.
Yeah, it won't be coming out today on YouTube, though, don't worry.
Either way.
What, are you gonna edit this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
The first line, Henry.
it's spring technically. I don't know how to
been
do
a
his
while.
voice.
Okay. Say it.
It's spring technically.
It's close.
It was like a light bro voice.
I think it's too deep. You're making it too deep.
Even though this guy was a lonely nerd.
Oh my god. It's spring technically. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's probably fine.
It's spring. Okay, I think I got it. Sure doesn't feel like it though. You can feel the cold seeping in from outside.
Has he ever experienced a spring?
I've been pacing around in here for what feels like forever. I know it's not the same room as before, but it still stirs up bad memories, especially considering you-know-who is mere feet away. Upon reflection, I probably should have asked to wait elsewhere. Oh well, might as well just stick it out at this point. They said I was free to leave, and though I'm kind of dying to get out of here, I'd never forgive myself if I passed up this opportunity. This might be my only chance to meet with them.
Alright, pause. The music's really loud.
Yes, it is loud. So now I'm stuck waiting for...
Hey, he's got his arm back. That's nice.
What interesting hair. How did you change your hairstyle so quickly?
Looks like you got a shave in
He
there.
took off his hood.
It's...
Ah. Oh wait, no, that's not me.
Oh, there,
He was staring at us, okay?
okay. There you are. I was starting to worry.
My bad. I had more questions than I realized.
How's the arm?
They don't know. They've never seen anything like it before. It's not dead, and apparently there's nothing wrong with it on paper, but I can't move it.
Can you feel anything at least?
It's faint, but yeah, a little. That alone has him optimistic, but again, whatever conditions I have is a product of corners. No one knows anything about it.
Does he mean him as in his doctor?
I think he's talking about the narrator.
The narrator is optimistic about Ray's arm.
They haven't left the X corners for him to go to doctors yet, though.
Maybe it's like Liza's
Yeah, they
dad.
have.
Yeah.
This is after the simulation is terminated.
Yeah, but they're still in the building where they got put in the simulation, obviously.
It's probably Liza's dad or something.
Right, that
Yeah.
Ray is Liza's dad. Confirmed.
No, the narrator.
No.
No, it's Ray.
I may be stuck like this for the rest of my life.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Ray.
It is what it is. Anyways, it's your turn, Ink.
Finally, Finally, where's his office again?
Stairs at the end of the hall. He's on the floor above us.
Thanks. Off I go then. The trip is a short one, though this apparently used to be part of the university. The building's on the smaller side. Most of the rooms here appear to be empty, though the odd office is stuffed with computer parts and medical equipment. Doesn't seem like this place sees a lot of use.
Wait, so is there gonna be no narrator now, do you think?
Um,
Because we're not in the simulation.
Yeah,
So who's gonna narrate it?
obviously.
Alright, no more narrator. Have fun.
Well, Ink is kind of narrating it.
Well, yeah, Ain't can. I'll sit back.
I spot him through a doorway after climbing the stairs. He waves me in.
Should I do this?
I think it's.
yeah.
I mean, Sen's
it's the
on,
mystery
so
guy.
you might as well do a new voice.
I'll just
It's
do.
it's the mystery guy.
Is it just the
question mark.
narrator, do we think?
I thought it was
Probably.
Liza's dad or something.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
they're the same
I'm
person.
gonna keep saying that.
I'm gonna use my. Welcome, Ink. Is that Sean's dad? Forgive
Man,
Red
Sean,
hair.
you look a
Come on,
little
it's
rough
Liza's.
for wear.
What happened? How long was I asleep?
Dude.
Forgive the mess. Please, have a seat.
It's good to finally chat with you one-on-one, Nolan. Or should I say Earl?
Just as you've changed your name, so have I. Nolan is my name now. Please address me as such. Grr.
Fine. Nope. Nolan it is.
Look how angry he is. Call me Nolan, idiot.
Use my proper name, idiot. It's still hard to believe that we've been at Bellbridge U this entire time.
We aren't on campus, strictly speaking. I annexed this building a number of years ago in exchange for some property downtown. It belongs entirely to me, though few people are aware of this.
Makes me wonder what else you're hiding.
That's why you're here, though, isn't it?
Smartass.
I have quite a lot to attend to today, but I blocked out what I hope is enough to answer your most pressing questions. I'll answer everything as honestly as I can. I owe you that much.
Good. Let's get right into it then.
Indeed. First off, I'd like to offer an apology for, well, everything.
An apology? Are you serious? Your mother is dead. Or wait, I didn't say that seriously. I was like, your mother's dead. Your
We're desensitized.
Your mother is dead. You think an apology is gonna fix things?
Of course not. There is no fixing what happened, not completely. I will, however, take the steps necessary to right the wrongs I've made to the best of my ability. And it all starts with an apology. You can thank my mother for helping me come to my senses. Though I managed to secure the capital I sought, I can't help but feel that this project was an abject failure.
So they gave you funding in the end? This, sponsor?
Yes, though we ended up altering the deal quite significantly. Our sponsor purchased Corners outright. All of the tech, research, documentation. It belongs entirely to them now.
What are they intending to do with it?
I don't know. Probably for the best. I'm more than happy to wash my hands of Corners. It brought out the worst in me.
Yeah, no shit. I don't understand how you could let things get as bad as they did.
I made some poor decisions in the heat of the moment. Sean had designed Exit/Corners roll credits with some contingencies in mind, but the contestants had veered so far off course that I had to make some tough calls partway through to set things right again. More than anything, I didn't want to fail after having come so far. I couldn't risk the sponsor walking away. I'd sacrificed too much.
And so you sacrificed your mother instead.
Could you not bring that up? It's still pretty raw. And it happened recently.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna keep flaming you. I mean, you made my wife disappear or whatever. You
You can
bastard.
complain all you want to. I'm the one without a voice.
Sean deceived me into believing it was the right decision. My mother wasn't originally supposed to die.
But you knew it was a possibility. Sean suggested as much.
Well, Sean's choice of words was suspect at best, yes. I knowingly wagered all of your lives, and I'm deeply sorry for it.
How many of us were supposed to live according to the original plan?
None.
Hey, you said you'd be honest with us.
I know! Only one of you was originally slated to die. Ray.
Hey,
His corner was the only one that was truly fatal.
but why?
He's an arsonist. He came very close to hurting my daughter.
That's no reason to murder someone. Murder is worse than arson, in case that wasn't clear to you.
Subjective. I'm not saying it's right, but that was our rationale at the time.
So let me get this right. There was no situation where everyone would live? You intended to murder someone from the get-go?
That's correct.
Does Ray know this?
I was able to dodge that question, thankfully.
I can't not tell him, you know that, right?
And that is entirely within your rights. Please keep in mind that telling him might cause more problems than it solves.
He is right, but I don't understand how you could justify murder like that. I just don't.
We'd already...
Consigned?
But what does that mean?
Consented.
Really? That's just...
Like, determined, like we determined that we were gonna kidnap.
Yeah, we were gonna do this anyways. We might as well.
I've just never... consigned.
Decided, I guess.
We already decided to kidnapping.
You know what I mean.
Gave in.
Sure. We'd already consigned to kidnapping and the intentional infliction of emotional distress. I'd also been embezzling money from Baboo for years. Not to mention I feigned my death and forged my current identity many years prior. It's horrifyingly easy to continue down a dark path once you've taken your first few steps. Getting away with a crime only emboldens you to commit more. You grow numb after a while. I hope you never come to understand what that's like.
Seems like you've thought about this a lot.
And my hand hurts, apparently. Look how he's holding that. He hurt his hand. Jacking
Got a sprained wrist or something, dude?
Oh, yeah. I've scarcely slept since Extra/Corners roll credits started. I've had a lot of time to think.
Do you think Sean and Tiana will feel the same way?
That remains to be seen.
I hate to ask, but those two are still in their pods or whatever, right? What's gonna happen to them?
I haven't decided yet. My number one priority was ensuring the safety of the contestants, which means putting my colleagues on hold for the time being. They're still sedated and not in any immediate danger.
Oh.
They'll be dealt with once the rest of you are safely at home.
By dealt with, you don't mean...
Of course not. I've got enough of my conscience as it is. No, I'm gonna try to reason with them instead. I believe that Tiana will leave quietly if asked, so she can be bought off, if nothing else. As for Sean, he's a more difficult case. I haven't quite decided how to approach him. But know this, your safety is priority number 1. You'll never have to see him again.
Good. That sort of reminds me, what was the point of our Gemini anyway? Like, why did you give them to us?
This is the sort of thing that'd be difficult to surmise if you hadn't seen the others' messages for yourself. Essentially, the messages we contacts sent you over Gemini were intended to keep you in the right state of mind, so to speak. You were each being primed for your respective corners. For instance, Sean constantly brought up Aether, did he not?
Now that I think about it, yeah, he did seem pretty obsessed with her.
Exactly. He was trying to get you to obsess over her in turn. The fact that we were people he trusted worked well to our advantage. We knew we would have to reveal our identities eventually, so there was no point in hiding who we were. That being said, we opted for text-only communication in order to better conceal the fact that Sean and I were acting as contacts for two of you.
I guess that makes sense. Seems a little convoluted though, and risky.
You haven't the faintest idea. I'm not normally one to lean on gambits quite so hard.
I was wondering about that. There had to have been an easier way to get the money you needed than some over-the-top debt game. It seemed like there was a lot of opportunity for things to go wrong, and hey, they did.
Under normal circumstances, you'd be absolutely right. Our sponsor, however, is anything but normal. This is not their first death game, as you so eloquently put it. They have a certain proclivity for such schemes, and were in fact ones to suggest it in the first place.
Hold on, are you saying something like this has happened before?
Correct. This sort of thing is not altogether uncommon among certain upper-class circles. That's where we met all those years ago. It's also why we chose the Four Elements as our virtual setting. The original hotel is where that first game took place.
Right here in Bellbridge? That's news to me. You have got to tell me more.
Even if I could, we certainly don't have time to go over everything. I know I'd said I'd be honest with you, and I intend to keep that promise, but that's the story for another time, I think.
Sequel.
Damn. Well, don't be surprised if I come ask you about it one day.
The sequel
Or like
is...
the prequel.
Yeah. But
Sequel yeah.
I
But
hope the entire thing is just him explaining it. We don't actually play the game. If such an opportunity presents itself, then feel free. A warning though, it's not a happy story. In any case, our sponsor was the only person willing to invest in such flawed technology. The only one willing to give us the amount of money I thought Corners was worth. And so I agreed to their outlandish terms.
You should have just walked away.
I should have, but that would have meant giving up. I'd already spent years on this project. In fact, nearly all of my life as Nolan Thatcher had been spent working on Corners in one way or another.
But a project like this, it sounds like way too much work for just 3 people to handle, even if you are all geniuses.
It was a much simpler project at the start. These kinds of things always are. The moment I saw Earn, though, I knew that both technologies combined had the potential to become something revolutionary. I snapped up the algorithm, Tyner herself, without a second thought. Of course, the scope ballooned out of control as a result, and the project took much longer than I'd imagined. I really should have known better. It was too much to work for 2 people, even if I did hire a few contractors for some of the intermediary tasks.
2 people? Not 3?
Sean was only brought on when we needed to design an accompanying game. He had no involvement with the project before that.
It still sounds like you were way understaffed.
You aren't wrong. I was too deep into development to turn back and too stubborn to ask for more help. The project consumed me. It became my everything.
That sounds like hell. Why would you do that to yourself?
I told you already, giving up was not an option.
That's not what I mean. What I meant was, why did you start this project in the first place? What's in it for you? Didn't you already have all the money you could want? Why pursue some risky golden goose technology?
Ah, then. You'll think me naive, but sure, I'll tell you why I didn't. I thought that if the technology had gotten advanced enough, it might allow for Liza to one day meet her mother.
What?
When Liza got caught up in that accident, her sight was not the only thing she lost. She could no longer recall a single thing about Mariani.
What accident?
No,
Yeah.
Mariani.
Mariani.
Greek
Mariani.
mythology figure with almost that name.
Menendez. It's Menendez from now on. Her mother.
Okay. What about the rest of her family?
She couldn't remember anything about any of them either. Perhaps that was a mercy. She wouldn't have to bear the pain of losing them. Still, I was so very upset, heartbroken, but I thought I could fix things. At first, I thought I could simply restore her sight, albeit in a limited context. And then RN came around. I quickly discovered that if Tiana and I integrated our technologies correctly, we could do the impossible. I believed that we could get the simulation to a point where Liza and I could enter together and she could meet Menendez as I remembered her. And that's why I so badly wanted to create Corners, a cerebrally operated refractive node enhanced reality simulation. A world that runs on memories and assumptions, for better or for worse.
Thank you for telling me, Nolan. And I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I think you went about this all wrong.
I'm listening.
You say you wanted to let her meet her mother, and that's fine, but she had a grandmother who would have been more than happy to support her, and relatives galore, so I was told. Most importantly, she had a father who loved her dearly, but likely spent far too long on his pet project. She had all the family she needed. Not everything's a complicated puzzle, you know. Sometimes the best answer is the simplest one.
There was a time in my life where I have come to that conclusion myself. Time doesn't always change us for the better.
Damn, I didn't expect Nolan to be so depressed.
What'd you say about me?
I called you depressed.
I'll fight you.
How about you drink some more?
He looks like the type of like that coffee mug that's got whiskey in it, you know.
Yeah. Orange juice with vodka, or, you know.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
Tons. Are you okay to keep going? I can always come back.
Yeah, I want the whole episode to be just this. Don't animate anything else, please.
I want three pictures of him, like, mouth open, mouth closed, and angry face.
And I want this to take like 7 more months to come out with the same exact thing. But just one more episode.
Yep.
I'm fine for now. Please, continue.
I want the next puzzle to just be like him pressing an elevator button and he's going to ground water.
Which one?
Ray, can you help me out? What is this? Which one am I doing?
Ink, please!
Alright. This one's a little weird, but what's 379?
It's this pin code.
That number kept popping up over the course of the game. What's its significance?
Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself, and by that I mean the developers didn't really care to have any like actual explanation for us, so we just said, here's 3 numbers and we're gonna place those everywhere and make you all confused. But it wasn't a huge priority. If I had to guess, I'm wondering if this is what? Oh, okay. If this is perhaps the Bader Meinhof effect or Mein Kampf effect at work.
Of course. Whoa, yeah.
You said of course, and I thought that was good enough.
I didn't even read it. I just said, of course, sarcastically.
Yes, but shut up.
Okay, whatever.
It's a form of cognitive bias in which a new name, word, or number seems to show up disproportionately often after seeing it for the first time. In a world where cognition reigns supreme, I can only imagine how such a phenomenon might affect the world around you. It's possible that the first time you saw the number, it left such an impression on you that the information suddenly kept popping up everywhere. But that's just one theory. It could be any number of things. Corners is still not a wholly understood technology, even by me.
I see.
That'd be what I've been calling the anchor room. We found that having a room that was shared between the simulation and the real world helped with the transition. It likely didn't matter very much for you all, since none of you were even aware of Corners' existence, but it helped lessen the severity of the exit/corners of bug. Roll credits for people like Sean, Tiana, and myself.
Yourself? You weren't in corners alongside us, were you?
No, I was supervising from up here along with our sponsor. The three of us had entered Corners many times prior, though. We needed to test things after all, even if the ordeal was painful.
Gotcha. Next question. Who was that voice in my head? It wasn't you, so it had to have been.
Oh yeah, that was nothing to do with the game.
Oh yeah, you're actually just insane, I think. Sorry. They needed to be able to see, hear, and feel what you did to validate the authenticity of the simulation. They were hijacking your consciousness, so to speak, and could even tune into many of your thoughts.
Were you watching me the same way?
No, I was merely watching a screen with low-resolution video and audio. Sent was also reporting in periodically.
Must have been watching our YouTube channel.
Okay, sure. Still, why was the sponsor allowed to speak to me? What possible reason could there have been?
That was nice and laggy for me. We chiefly wanted to make sure that we could prove that the simulation was happening in real time. By giving the sponsor some small measure of influence over you, we helped convince our guests that this game was happening in real time to real people. No script, no actors. Furthermore, our sponsor simply wanted to be able to interact with you in some way. They're quite fond of that sort of thing. The request left me wary, so I tried to set it up in such a way that you'd only hear them in a subconscious level. Obviously, though, you were actively aware that they were trying to communicate with you. If I had to guess, this is likely because you began to desync from exit corners. Wait, corners. Roll credits.
Ah, well, that whole thing messed me up pretty bad, so I hope it was worth it.
I apologize. I should have tried to find another way to satisfy our guests, but I was tight on time. We had an aggressive deadline to meet, even if it was self-imposed.
Self-imposed? That's practically the same thing as having no deadline at all.
The reality is that we couldn't spend forever on it. This project was very important to me, but even I didn't want to spend my entire life working on something that may never take off. It was only so long I could keep spinning my wheels before Tiana got bored and left. It was never going to be perfect, it just needed to work. The hope was that we could get some more funding and expand its development. Grr. Corners really could not have come about in any other way. It was exit/corners or nothing at all. Roll credits.
You know, I think nothing at all might have been just fine.
No need to remind me. What other questions do you have?
So, I'm a little afraid to ask, but what happened to Aether?
Aether, as you know her, no longer exists. Her source code is still intact, but that instance of her has been erased from the system's memory. Then again, so long as she still exists in your memory, it may not be impossible to recover her in some fashion.
That's not what I was asking. I was mostly just curious, and I know it's a little silly, but I wanted to make sure that she wasn't, suffering or anything.
I see. Well, it's a good thing you don't want to meet her, because I no longer have access to corners.
Oh, you've already given it to the sponsor?
Yes, at least the most important bits. The rest I included in the documentation and physical equipment to go along with it are to be delivered within the next few weeks. I'll be very busy.
And what about after all that?
And what about after all that?
What and what after that? I don't know. What will you do when this is all over?
Well, first I was going to return the money I stole from the university, with interest. I've been... I've been paid back many times over thanks to our sponsor. Following that, I was going to turn myself into the police.
What? For real?
I won't be telling them about corners, that'd be hard to prove anyway, but I'll admit to forging an identity, embezzling funds, and murdering my mother.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think you should.
I need to take responsibility for my actions.
That's exactly it, though. You have a responsibility to make up for the harm that you've done. And I don't think you could do a very good job of that from prison.
I wonder if he's gonna say, "What do you mean?"
Or and it's like, maybe you're right. You're clearly capable of achieving amazing things if you put your mind to it. You've got the brains and you've got the resources. Put them to good use. That's what your mother was trying to tell you. Not to throw yourself in a hole, but to lift others out of theirs. Frankly, jail's the easy way out. That's practically giving up.
How pithy. I'll need to give this a bit more thought then.
Good. Also, I mean, you have a daughter and you're just gonna throw yourself in jail so you don't have to take care of her or whatever.
Ah, the maid's got it.
Apparently. Man, every time he closes his eyes, I worry that he's about to topple over.
I'm not that drunk. I'm still triple dotting though.
Hey, Nolan, are you still awake?
Sorry, I'm tired as all.
Maybe we should stop here for now. You look like you need some rest.
I have many loose ends to tie up before I can even think about resting. Still, you're right. I don't know if I can afford to continue this for much longer. Before you leave, though, I'd like to end things on a positive note.
How so?
I want to ensure you understand that I'm committed to your safety and well-being. Firstly, while I may not have been able to answer all of your questions in this short period of time, I don't want to leave you waiting for more answers. As such, I'd like you to take this.
He's handing me something from off of his desk. Wait, is that a USB? I'm not even gonna say thumb drive. What am I,
This is
50
a
years old?
USB, and it contains a repository of corners, development documentation, notes on the game, chat logs between Shantai and myself. I'm hoping whatever additional answers you seek can be found within.
Thanks, I'll have a look.
Secondly, I will see to it that the remainder of your undergrad degree is paid for, and therapy, should you need it. Expect details shortly.
Wait, what?
I figured the least I could do was to help you finish your English degree, since you're not getting a job.
Huh, go figure.
Is something the matter?
I know I shouldn't look to... That's the phrase, gift horse?
You've never heard it before? I feel like I use that phrase on like a weekly basis.
I never understand the word gift. I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I was actually thinking about switching programs. It's gonna be to psychology.
Yeah.
English is fine and all, and I'll always love my books, but I never truly felt like I was born to be a writer or a teacher, you know?
I take it you found a new calling?
Yeah, I'm thinking of becoming a detective.
Oh.
Fucking gay ass. What do you...
Just say CJ. Just say criminal justice. You don't need to say detective.
Go figure. That'll be no problem at all. I can pull some strings for you.
I'd appreciate it. Hey, can you give me like a single room, not like a double room, you know?
You already had a single.
Yeah, you already had a single, you stupid idiots.
Oh, I thought he was living with Sean or whatever.
No.
Oh. Hey, can I keep my single room?
No.
Get some sleep, dude.
Shut up, idiot.
Oh my god, he just disappeared.
Hey, how about you shut up? Only after stepping back in the hallway do I realize how bright Nolan's office was. It's only been a few days, but I guess my body was craving sunlight.
Give me vitamin D, Ree.
As much as I want to head outside right away, I've got one more stop to make. I make my way back to the room with the pots. The anchor room, was it? It's like RP, it's like I make my way back to
Yeah.
the room. I attack the goblin with my sword.
Welcome back.
Hey, sorry for taking so long.
It's all good. I went out for a smoke. He's a smoker partway through. Besides, I took pretty good long myself. Oh my god, I've been talking like he was a smoker the entire time.
Makes
And that
sense.
was never stated.
Thanks for agreeing to wait for me.
Well, I did want to go over what Nolan told us. It's not sitting right with me that he splits us up like that, you know?
Wow, he looks weird. Look at his eyebrows and eyes. Like, that just doesn't look
He's
right
a
to me.
smoker.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
why he doesn't look right.
He looks kind of sad, but the quality of the video I'm looking at is not the best.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy for
No,
me too.
don't worry,
But-
the
Yeah,
quality of this
that's
is
really
bad.
fuzzy.
Yeah, want to talk about it over some food? I haven't eaten for who knows how long.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm starving. Wow, I just censored myself.
Interesting.
Never done that before.
Let's get out of here. We climb the stairs and head down the hallway. I'm glad we caught the sun before it vanished over the horizon. The outside air is refreshing too, if a little cold.
What are you gonna do when this is all over?
I don't know. I'm staying in school for sure, but I'm thinking about switching programs. Nolan offered to pay for the rest of my schooling.
Well, no, he said undergrad, did he not?
Sure,
Did
he
he?
won't mind.
You think you'd get a
Same here,
settlement?
actually.
You
What?
think
He's
you'd
going
get like
back
a
to school?
settlement, like a bunch of money anyway for this happening? Huh? Didn't you drop out?
I did, but he said he couldn't. He could help fast track a degree for free, or maybe do it part time.
You going to take him up on that offer?
I don't know, man. It's dirty money. Does that not bother you?
It does, but I don't know. For all we've been through, I think we've earned it.
That maybe. I don't like that those guys are getting off scot-free, but I guess there's nothing I can do about that except burn their houses down.
I wouldn't say Nolan's getting off scot-free.
He's getting his house burned down.
I know. What bothers me is that he gets to.
Get his house burned
That's
down.
just.
What?
I don't know, it just stopped there.
And as far as I know, Tiana gets to keep her squeaky clean reputation. I wish I could get back at them, you know.
I wish I know what that sentence was gonna be.
What
He's
a
gonna
weird-
I wish
burn
I
their
could get-
houses down.
That was supposed to be the.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, it's there now.
I know.
Choose.
Oh, he gets to choose. Oh wait, I don't say that one.
Okay, there we go.
It wasn't there though. That's interesting.
You're not serious, are you?
I'd never act on it, but the urge is there. So hard to sit still and not do anything. I'm worried I'm gonna be angry about this for.
Sure, you could mope about this for the rest of your life. Or you could live. Don't worry about other people, just live for yourself. Live your best life. That's the biggest fuck you could give to them.
My best life, huh?
That would be with you, Ink.
Oh my god.
I know.
Love you.
Oh no. Stop the RP.
I think my best life involves a big bowl of ramen.
A big bowl of you, Ink.
God damn it. You know what? I can get behind that.
See, I told you.
Maruchan ramen. That's a good stuff.
Do I have to? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whew, the amount of effort put into that. Oh my gosh, there were like 6 different pictures. How does he do it?
Okay, it's actually a lot more effort than you think.
Oh, I'm sure.
Did you help make it?
No, but I
Were you
do
on the
know the
development team?
differences now, and I know that would be incredibly hard to program based on the basic programming I did on my calculator, and I know how much entire effort that was on something as basic as that.
Yeah, well, the drawings were garbage. Flippin',
Okay,
this
one, he's
game
had a new artist
is
for a while,
garbage.
and
Okay.
the people that you talk to in that chapter are based on your trust standings. So we did not have a high enough trust ratio with Liza, so we never got to talk to her in that chapter.
Good.
But I
Yeah,
did
but
in
shouldn't
mine.
she have like shown up somewhere?
Yeah.
Like,
She
no
showed up in
mention of
mine.
her. No, but
Well,
like,
what did she
why
say?
do you need a trust setting to talk to Liza? Can't you be all like, "Oh, see you around, yeah"? You
What
wanna
did Liza say?
Yeah,
Did
it's
she
just-
go for ramen too? I mean, I feel like she's too rich and blind to go for ramen.
She went for
Oh,
ramen
apparent-
alone.
No,
No.
apparently she is in the max trust of everyone thing, because apparently my people went out for nachos.
Oh, ramen's better.
I agree, I
And
don't like
nachos?
I concur.
You guys are all wrong.
Wow.
I hate
man,
nachos.
What the
Ryan's
flip? Where'd that guy
amazing.
come from?
He's been here for like 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Dude,
You didn't hear the dun when he
It doesn't
joined?
do it with my. Whenever Zach joins and we're doing something, it will not tell me.
Yeah. He's been here sitting quietly while we voice act for
You
like.
guys are all like, you didn't even say hello? What's wrong with you monsters?
What? He wasn't saying anything. I was like,
Flippin'
okay, let's
weebs.
keep.
You guys are in the
I was
middle of
worried that you were
dialogue, and I won't
recording,
interrupt
yeah.
you when you're in dialogue, except all the times I did interrupt you while you were in dialogue.
Yeah. It took a while, but you know, you got there.
Oh. But yeah, there was a lot of different ways that could have ended. Like, the entire ending sequence was completely different for me between Liza, Ray, and Pink.
That still doesn't excuse that there's 6 pictures.
There's a lot of different things that go
So
with
we
it, other
go.
than
So
it's a visual novel. There's not going to be a lot of pictures.
Yes, there are. I've
So
seen
what I'm
visual
getting from
novels.
that is that nachos are just rich people ramen.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think they're poor people ramen.
No, ramen is poor people ramen.
No, because you can
blind
get
work
some
was
good
weird.
ramen. You can get some tampoco. Some real good stuff. We wouldn't know because we're in, podunk, little redneck town. We don't get any of that, but still.
yes. I really wish there's a Liza mention in there.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
nothing.
even-
Like, we weren't even friends with her, apparently.
Like I thought she like died or got like something happened to her that I forgot. Not that, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it doesn't even. She didn't trust you enough. She'll never talk to you again.
She will
like, for Death's
I
ignore
don't
it.
even get it.
It
I don't
doesn't
even
matter.
get how she got out of the game.
I mean, same way we did, I guess.
Yeah.
She just
Because
no,
you caused the game to crash, causing all of you to leave the game.
except for Tiana and Ray, not Ray, Sean, who is apparently a sociopath.
Well, in my game, he's dead, so...
Good.
What?
Well,
Oh yeah, his secret ending.
I'm pretty sure we're
Yeah,
gonna create a video with all the secret endings at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like oh okay, oh Liza, wow, we've been through a lot. Okay, I'll see you around. I'm gonna go. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe Liza went ahead of you, so you have like a little talky thing. But if you had high trust with her, she already did her interview and you can like talk to her.
I mean,
And then you have the nacho scene. You know what I'm saying?
but we still had. It's not like she didn't trust us. Like, it doesn't even make sense that it's just like. Because Liza and Ray, in our trust, were like. They were practically the
Yeah.
same. So why is it that she's just like, I'm not gonna talk to you? Like, that went up. But still. Like, I don't trust you at all. Why are you even here?
It's on the basis of who...
I trust you only 55% of the way. I'm not talking to you.
I'm not. We almost died. I'm not talking to you. You're a
It's on
loser.
the basis of who goes with you in chapter 27.
Doesn't matter.
And Liza didn't go with you guys in chapter 27.
That still doesn't make any sense that she wouldn't even say, like, hello to the people who nearly died with her.
Yeah, like I'm saying like
And saved her life.
Well, to be fair,
Oh,
if she
no, no,
didn't
no,
go
no,
with you
no.
guys, then she doesn't know that.
What did you just do?
Ketchup tool.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
go
no.
back.
You go
Just
back.
go back. Yeah, just click X.
Just
I don't think it resets everything.
I just wanted to look at the password.
If it did, this is a dumb game.
Well, there's one way to, just go back to your chip. Well, standings.
Hold on.
Okay. There it is.
Go back to your standings, though.
So now what? The writer is releasing another chapter just to like clear up any plot holes.
I thought that was the chapter we just experienced.
No, that was
one
the
more.
epilogue.
There's 30, right?
That was 29.
There are 30 though, right? Or will
Yeah.
be?
Yes.
Alright.
Huh. Is that one gonna be like 10 years from now or something?
Are there gonna be even
He's
less
expect-
different pictures? Is it just gonna be us looking at ink in a mirror?
He's expecting September at the moment.
Oh.
September.
Yeah.
So you mean November, right?
So you mean when it's next year, pretty much summer vacation?
Yeah, like August 2020.
So
You
you
know,
mean when
consider-
I'm So you mean when I'm as old as ink will be in the next chapter is when it'll be released?